Well, good morning, world. This is Arnold's challenge number 82. It's Friday, the 8th of August. The summer is starting to see the end of summer. It's coming soon. And welcome. This is really a personal trek, a personal journey, but you can come along for the ride. Okay, so 4Ws: work, wife, walking, and weights. Not in that order, but all four of those are what I'm doing. You gotta take care of your work. You gotta take care of your wife. Gotta take care of the aerobics. You know, the connection between your lungs and your heart, the rhythm that goes with that. That's cardio. That's walking, jump roping, swimming. Those are all real good. Running. Those are all good things for cardio. And then the last is weight training, lifting weights. I didn't know anything about lifting weights. Arnold Schwarzenegger basically turned me on to that, and I think it's a really big deal, especially as you get older. So I want to talk a little bit about diet. What you eat is really important in terms of getting strength and everything. So the first thing I want to talk about is when I was growing up, I used to watch the Popeye the Sailor Man. That was a cartoon I used to watch, and spinach was like, Popeye would just open up a can of spinach, and all of a sudden his arm would just bulge with muscles, and that's how he got his nutrition, was just eating spinach. I actually do make a spinach tofu spaghetti meal that I've been eating that at least once a week for a while now. And tofu, protein sources are really important. That's what Arnold says. Tofu. I was eating a lot of peanut butter, but I'm trying to cut back on that because it's got a lot of fat in it. There's supplemental protein that's made from, non-vegan. It's no meat in it. Beans, and trying to get as much protein as I can get from non-meat sources, non-dairy. Although I've been eating yogurt. That has a lot of protein in it. And I eat meat. I do eat a fair amount of meat. One of the things I started was a little bit of salmon, fish stuff, but I'm an omnivore. I eat meat, and you can get a lot of protein out of meat. So meat and dairy is a big source of protein. Okay, so anyway, let's ditch the wedding ring, ditch the watch and the glasses, get some gloves on. You lifting weights is it's tough on your hands. The same weight that you're using for your muscles, you're using for your hands. So let's get the chair in position. And first thing we'll start off with is body weight push-ups, just to get the blood going. Let me just adjust these knee pads. I find knee pads are really helping me for when I do the getting down on the floor for the push-ups. And also for the weights. Alright, so getting down on the floor, and we'll start doing these push-ups. 1, 2. Okay. Alright, so that's 17. Trying to increase the number of push-ups. Alright, so this weight is think about it in a second. I'm lifting 115 pounds total. So each weight is I'll write this up in the I'll write it up in the notes to the video. Let me adjust the video a bit. And so I think it's like 57.5 pounds, something like that. I'll look it up. Again, there's no hurry, no rush. I don't want to spend all day, but you don't have to rush at this. You can drink some coffee. One of the most important things is just having a schedule, you know, making sure you do this consistently. I do this every day. Every Friday I make a video. So just trying to be consistent about it. Alright, let's tighten these weights up. One of the things Arnold says is motivation is one thing, you know, inspiration, motivation, perspiration, but you gotta have momentum. You gotta just have a schedule, a structure to keep you going. Because not every day, you don't necessarily feel up every day, it's psyched every day. Some days, it's a struggle, you know. Other days, you're all psyched up. So you gotta have something that keeps you going. Alright, so this is left weight on the left knee on the left side. And then right weight on the right knee on the right side. 1, 2, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Alright, so that's 8. Okay, so let's put the weights down and drink a little coffee. And I got these 8-pound weights and just to keep the blood going. And also try to get some range of motion. You know, the heavy weights can make you feel stiff and sore, and then putting the light weights in there can help stretch those muscles out a little bit, and just find it's helpful to focus on the light weights a little bit. Getting all that range of motion in there. And then up. Another thing I did was I bought some baking soda at Costco, you know, and this is 13.5 pounds. So this is 8 pounds, and this is 13.5 pounds. So you can try to lift it up. You know, it doesn't have any handles. There's no handles, so it's a lot harder to lift with. But this is 13.5 pounds, and it's actually pretty interesting lifting with it. Okay, so that's 13.5 pounds right there. It's a bag of baking soda. I got my can of spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Popeye the Sailor Man. Alright, so let's get back to the heavyweight dumbbells. It's 115 total. I got 8, 9, 10 to go. Or was it 9, 10? I don't remember anymore. But alright, left leg, right leg, and we'll just 1, 2, lift. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Alright, so that's 12. Alright, let's ditch the weights. And the last thing we're going to do is the bent over curls. So let's left weight, left hand, and right knee on the chair. 1, 9, 10 on left side. Now we'll do the right side. last thing I want to say is, in terms of nutrition and losing weight, I'm not losing any weight. I'm not gaining weight, but I'm not losing any weight. And I attribute that to the fact that muscle weighs more than fat. So all things being equal, if you're gaining muscle, you're going to gain some weight. I think a better measure for whether you're losing fat is your waistline. And this belt I've had with me for a long time. And when I started doing this, I could hardly put this belt on. And I mean, really, I could hardly get the belt on. And now I'm getting near to the last hole on the belt. So I've seen progress. I think I'm getting stronger and leaner. And so to end this video, get the glasses back on, the wedding ring, a watch, and we're just going to play the Arnold song. Play the guitar a little bit, you know. Okay, so I'm stiff and sore, I don't wanna be a bore. It's tempting to lay back and take a snore. I'm doing Arnold's challenge each and every day. What does Arnold say? Do it today. Don't wait till tomorrow. What does Arnold say? Dumbbell, overhead press, dumbbell, chest press. What does Arnold say? Dumbbell row, bicep curl. I'm doing Arnold's challenge each and every day. Doing Arnold's challenge each and every day. So signing out, logging out. Glad you're here. Keeps me going sometimes.